Thought I'd give you a little tour of our garden as it's so beautiful at the moment. So starting at the table with the glass of wine that's waiting for me when I've done the tour. So here we go. There's up the garden. Look, this is Big Blue Bun, who lives on the patio, and here is Leonardo, one of our cats, who's the handsomest of handsomes. It's Martin's magical patio that he did with the hose, the spray hose thing. So the garage door, that's not very exciting. Look at that sunshine. So here we are coming up to the shed. This is the shed where the bees, all the bee equipment lives. And there's a lovely goddess on the outside of the shed. Not sure who she is, but she might be Artemis. But anyway, she guards the shed. And inside the shed is there's the spinner and the buckets and things, and you can see the little bee hanging up there. And this is where it all happens bee-wise, in the shed. So there you go. There's the smoker. And so we'll go up the garden to where the bees are. They live up here. This is the conifer hedge. Fabulous ferns. And so when we get to the part where the bees live, if I start to run a little bit fast, you'll understand the reason why. So this is one hive. That's got two supers on, quite heavy. And then this is the other hive. That's really heavy. And then that's the third hive. And then over here, up the garden a little bit, this is the nuke, where the babies live. Not really, they're all grown-ups, but there's just a small colony, so we're raising these. And this is a gorgeous plant, which the bees love when it's in full flower. I don't actually know what it's called, but it doesn't matter. And another lovely fern. And then this is the pond. So we have two ponds, and the first pond is up at the top, and that leads down into the second pond. So we've got here, there's a little wooden duck and some other little, this is where the fairies live, I think. And then up the pond, there's some little blue eggs living in the pond. They're actually crystals, but they like living in the water. And then we go up to the little bridge. Go over the bridge, and this takes us up to the corner where there's a little wildlife refuge in the corner here. It's full of flowers, and there's an old acacia tree which has had the log of the acacia tree is down here for the wildlife, basically. Little wild things can live in there. And there's little dark corners for creatures to hide in. And then this is the hazel tree, which is called twisted hazel, because if you look at the branches in here, you can see they are indeed twisted. And this is a gorgeous little spot up here. So this is the little top pond, and this feeds down into the big pond, and hopefully we can see the house. The sun's just coming down over the house. And we'll go back now round over the little bridge to the acer tree. This is a gorgeous little tree that is usually pinky coloured in the spring. And at the moment in the acer tree is a frame of honey that I put for the bees. I'll show you that, I think. And amazingly, the bees have almost cleared that out. I only put it there yesterday. Then round the tree, this is a nice little bit. The blue pot. And then this is a stump that has all kinds of little wild plants living on it. It's kind of colonised itself. It's one of my favourite plants. And this is the buddleia tree, where the butterflies come. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And here's the other cat. This is Nimrod. Hello. What do you want? Yes. You coming for a walk around the garden with me? And this little tree here, this is Milo's tree. This is Milo's apple tree. Bless him. Milo was our little friend, the dog from over the road, the little border terrier, and he died recently. So his family gave us this little tree. And his name Milo means, in Greek, Milos is little apple. So that's the connection. This little corner here is the wildflower corner. And I don't know why I call this the wildflower corner, because all the flowers in our garden are wildflowers. This just seems a bit more wild than the rest. There's all little bees buzzing around in here. I don't know if you can see them, but there are on the flowers. There's a little bee on there somewhere. There it is. Where's it gone? Where have you gone, little bee? Nope, just taken off. Anyway, so round here, this is an area of cleared land where the raspberries used to live, but I've just cleared them out yesterday. And the compost heap, you don't really want to dwell on that. This is nice. We've got the wind chimes hanging in the tree. And then the rowan, oh, there's the house. The house looks lovely when it's got the light on it. And I love the blue. And the hydrangea bush. And the silver birch. The silver birch was a birthday present that I had years ago from Martin. I love this tree. It's so elegant. And somewhere on it, I think you might get to see, is a Buddha. Buddha was put in that tree and he's been there ever since. Here's a little holly tree that's called the Blue Angel that I was given for my birthday by some friends, and that's gorgeous. They're gorgeous too. You can see the hives from this angle now. That's 3 hives, and then go around the corner and there's the 4th. There's a little bird feeder up there. Another bird feeder. There's another wind chimes. This is one of my favourite wind chimes. Listen to this. Lovely. So that's my book. I've just abandoned temporarily whilst I do a bit of filmmaking, but I should be sitting there soon with my glass of wine. This is the golden egg. And another blue pot hiding in the corner. This is the mulberry tree. The mulberry tree. We'll be dancing around that one day. Abroad, apparently, mulberries are very common. We saw a lot of mulberries in Turkey, but over here they're not that easy to grow. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting mulberries. And this is the old walnut tree, which had to be taken down because it became dangerous, as it happens. But it's lovely now. It's got hops growing all over it, and recently we had a swarm of bees on the top of that, and we were able to just catch them by putting a skep on the top, and they just climbed in as easy as peasy. It was great. And then here, this is my little owl garden where the dead owl is buried, in here amongst all the stones. A bit difficult to see now because it's colonised with little wild plants, including this fantastic nettle, which I leave the nettles because the butterflies love them. I think it's red admirals that really like nettles. And yeah, there's all sorts of little twinkly things down there. Oh look, some strawberries. A couple of little strawberries still left over from summer. And the rhododendron bush. More bushes, more bushes, more bushes. And then this is I call this the mermaid tree. It's just some branches that we ended up hanging all kinds of things in. And most of them kind of round and dangly, including the disco glitter ball, which is fabulous because when that gets the light on it in the right direction, the back of the house has all fabulous twinkles all over it. And then there's up the steps. This messy thing here I found in the sea. It's a stick with all kinds of bits of rope and things attached to it, which felt to me like something a mermaid might have made. So I brought it home to put in the mermaid tree. And what else have we got here? Herbs. Oh look, there's a cheery little a little thing there living on a pot. And this penguin is quite old. We bought this penguin when I was at college. And there's some basil. And a dog. Ruby. Ruby. Hello. You got a stick. You've got a stick in your chops, haven't you? And a water butt, because we do a bit of recycling of water from the rain, from the gutter, and the teapot that we catch the water in. So there's another bit of things from the sea there. That chain came from a boat somewhere. And back to the doorstep and back to the glass of wine, which will be mine any minute now. Thank you for going on the tour of the garden with me in wonderful, magical Woodthorpe. Bye bye.